Odunayo, what we have seen in your particular wrestling is just something which is different from across the world wrestlers. It is something which is more entertaining to the fans, and that's why you have gathered fans across, not only across the Nigeria but also in India, across the globe. What is that particular specialty that you wanted to tell to all the viewers who are listening to you right now about your own wrestling and about your own arena of being a entertaining wrestler?
People said I entertain most fans and spectators, but I believe, I don't know, I believe it's just a way of boosting my morale before I wrestle. That's why most of the time I sing when I want to go and wrestle, and I believe it's just part of me.
Your coach just said that when music and entertainment and glamour comes to the sport, then sports become much better and bigger. And especially in the field of wrestling, where we have seen when Olympic games and multi-sport games are considered, the players are very focused. But Pro Wrestling League is something different, which adds some part of entertainment and glamour into the league, and that's why it is becoming more popular. So, what do you say about the Pro Wrestling League concept in its own?
Pro Wrestling League is a very good thing that really brings wrestling up nowadays. Pro Wrestling League is being a worldwide event now. Everybody wants to come to Pro Wrestling League and everybody is watching Pro Wrestling League. So I want to really thank the organizers because they have done so well for the game of wrestling, and it has really bring our sports up.
And when sports, when wrestlers from all around the world come together and play under one roof as a team, it is not just Nigerian competing with Australia or Australia competing with India. It is Nigerians, Australians, and Indians in one team, and as a team bonding, you play with different players. So what do you learn from all those other wrestlers who come from different countries and play as a team together? And definitely it gets better when you wrestle in the multi-sport. Even it benefits that.
Yeah, it's really very good, as in it's enjoyable when you meet different people competing together, going out as a team, and you have champions with you to train with. And the life of Jackson Malik from Indian, Elimarius from US, Azerbaijan. Even though we don't understand, most of them, they don't understand English, but there is a way we communicate, so it was really fun and it's very enjoyable.
You have mentioned wrestlers from different foreign countries. I'd like to ask you about the Indian female wrestlers and Indian wrestlers. What do you see the future of Indian wrestling? As Dinesh and some great names like Sakshi Malik, Geeta are into this Pro Wrestling League as well, and we have seen them defeating world champions, world-class champions in this particular league.
Yeah, their future is bright, and there is difference between a league and main competition to me. There is different spirits when you compete at the world level, Commonwealth Games, and there is another spirit when you compete in Pro Wrestling League. So I believe their future is bright too. Well, everybody just needs to work so very hard, because there are a lot of people out there that are really working hard to be good.
And also, what do you see the difference between in your own country, Nigeria, the wrestling there and the wrestling here? What do you see the basic difference in both the countries if the game of wrestling is considered?
I don't think there is any difference. We all train. I don't really see any difference.
In sort of training?
Instead of training, I came here for Pro Wrestling League, so I don't really go to any gym to see how their training looks like.
Okay.
So I do train here just with the wrestlers in my team. So I don't really know anything about their training.
And what you will say about all those matches that you have fought from season 1 to season 3, especially if in this season, if you can talk something about your matches in the past, which happened in India.
I believe I have a very good and tough matches all through, from season 1 to season 3, and Pro Wrestling League has really gives me confidence on stage, because seeing a lot of people, it's just like going to Olympic or World Championship too, that you see a lot of people cheering you up, and it has really boosted my confidence on stage. So that's it.
Odunayo, we have talked about the past. Now I would like to ask you about the roadmap towards your future now. Tokyo Olympics is nearby, and Commonwealth Games are also coming. So what is from now your roadmap towards the multi-sport events?
Pardon?
What is your vision and what is your roadmap towards the multi-sport event which are coming up in the near future? Tokyo Olympics is coming. So how will you, what is your strategy towards those games to win a medal, probably a gold medal we are hoping from you in the upcoming Olympic Games?
We have been trained so very hard, and sometimes you don't really have much to do. I believe my coach has more to do. My own is just to stay focused, listen, and do just what they ask you to do. So I believe that's just the roadmap to success. And I believe by God's grace, I'm really expecting Tokyo 2020 to come. I can't wait.
Well, we hope that you will definitely win a medal in Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Apart from wrestling, now on a lighter note, I wanted to ask you a few things. In India, you are from season 1. You came in season 1, season 2, and season 3. Now, a lot of people look towards you. The fans are very eager to know about you. What you do in your off time, what you do in your off-season time, and in India, basically, what you love about this country whenever you stay here and whenever you stay with the people who are here.
No, when I'm in India, I really love their culture. They are very hospitality. Their hospitality, they are very good, and most of my fans, everybody will just come. Can I have a selfie? So I'm very glad to be here, and their food too is very good. Most especially is it pachat or so. They make it with flour, and there is one maybe rice with milk, very sweet.
And also about the music, you love Indian music in Indian films. Have you watched any kind of Indian music or listened any music or watched any Indian movie till now?
I watched one when I was small. They call it Mad. It was very like a warrior.
Okay.
Maybe the guy was in a prison, and the father was in a prison and gave birth to him. So he don't really knows who his father is. So they now, when the guy grow old, they now told the guy to wrestle the father, and the father has a mark, gave the guy a mark just to know the guy when maybe anytime he sees the guy. So as they were fighting, the clothes get tore. So he now saw that mark. He now told the guy that I'm your father. So they now fought with the people that asked them to fight and later conquer. So it's like as maybe historical movie. So I love it. When I watched it when I was small, but I can still remember every time. I love to watch it. And the second film was Dangal film.
Dangal.
Oh. Yeah.
Dangal is based upon the Fogart sisters, in which you are playing, of course, and that's a story of a legend, Mahavir Fogart. which is another which you are playing in the league as well. What do you say about the Fogart sisters in India?
Well, they are doing great. They are doing very great. In wrestling, I believe you can't just push them aside. They are really doing great.
Also, have you had a chance of meeting any of the Indian superstar while you are visiting in India?
Is it in wrestling or other sports?
Any other sports or any other Indian celebrity, Indian Bollywood actor? Have you any chance to meet them?
I don't know their names, but I have seen so many of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from wrestling, if I would like to ask you, if you were not a wrestler, then what was the other thing that you might be?
When I was small, I thought I would become an accountant.
Okay.
So destiny just changed me to a wrestler.
Odunayo, for all the viewers, if you can sing few lines, just because viewers always say to us, whenever you meet Odunayo, just ask her to sing few lines for them. So all those fans are just waiting to listen few lines. If you can sing a couple of lines to them, that will be a huge honor to them as a fan of yours.
I still love you. I still love you. After all I've gone through, I still love you. I still love you. Jesus, I still love you. After all I've gone through, I still love you.
What do you say to your coach who is just sitting right next to you? He has brought you on to this level by getting so many medals in the multi-sport event. If any kind of message you wanted to give him directly.
He's my father. I believe I'm his first daughter. I've been staying with him for so many years. When I was small, he came home to pick me, and I believe, I don't know, I'm so very happy to be his daughter. Most of the people, they thought he's my husband, but no, he's my father. I really appreciate him. He has, if not for God and him, I wouldn't have been where I am today. But I really want to appreciate him for all he has done in my life, and I will always be grateful, I promise.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Pleasure to speaking to you.